Okay, two halachot. The Rambam is a very important. If people would have known this Rambam, a lot of brothers and sisters that are not talking to each other would have talked, and a lot of sinat chinam. The Rambam here talks about hating another Jew, which is one of the. Parenthetically, the Rambam, it's a machloket rishonim. We know the same way we said yesterday, 2 days ago. You have to love every Jew. You have to love the convert. It's forbidden to hate a Jew.
Can I come back?
It's forbidden to hate a Jew in your heart. So it says, Kol asoneh echad miYisrael belibo over belo taseh. So the Rambam holds it's only forbidden to hate a Jew in your heart. If you tell him to his face, because he hurt you, or abused you, or antagonized you, then it's not the sin. How do we know that it's forbidden to hate a Jew in your heart? Because it says, Lo tisna et achicha bilvavecha. Right where it says, love your fellow Jew as yourself, it says, don't hate your fellow Jew in your heart. And the Rambam says, Ve'en lokin alav zeh lefi shenu ba'u mitzvah ve'lo yizirato la'asina belev. The Rambam makes very clear, it's only a hidden hatred, right, that is in your heart. Aval hamakeh chavero macharef et chavero af al pi she'enu rashai eno avar mishum lo tosneh. Let's say somebody curses you out and you hit him. You're doing another sin. The Kesef Mishnah says that it says lo tosef, you're not allowed to hit another Jew. But you're not doing the sin of hitting him in your heart, because clearly by you punching him out, knocking him out, or cursing him back, he knows the same way he's showing hatred to you, you're showing what? Hatred back. So the Rambam actually elaborates in the next halacha. He says, that's why if somebody messes you over, he says, listen, if somebody actually abuses you or really gets under your skin and you hate him now, the isur, the sin is to, and parenthetically, psychologically, this is what kills people a lot inside, is to keep it inside yourself and not express it. The Rambam says it's a mitzvah to go up to the guy and say, you may have thought it's a practical joke, but you broke my heart. You understand? Because Resha'im, evil people, are the people that let the evil harbor in their heart and grow like a rotten weed tree of marijuana or whatever. It's like Avshalom. Avshalom's sister, King David, parenthetically, had one of the most, David HaMelech Yisrael Chai V'Kayam, had a terrible life. He was accused of being a bastard, a mamzer, and then his brothers, it was just one tragedy after another, but one of his half-sons, his full sons, raped. Amnon raped Tamar. They were from a different mother. They were his children. And Avshalom, instead of going to Amnon, his half-brother, and saying, why did you rape my sister, he conspired to kill him. If they would have talked like human beings, and he would have asked forgiveness. See, I'm telling you, I've been a rabbi almost 20 years, and my father was a community leader for more than 30 years. A lot of times, misunderstandings happen, and people get heartbroken over certain things. But if you don't tell the guy that you're heartbroken and you don't communicate, how is he going to ask you for forgiveness? See, that's the thing that Rambam is saying. You need to give the guy the opportunity to make amends, right? But if he doesn't know that he offended you or abused you or what he said to you was distasteful, how is he going to ask for mechila? He doesn't have Ruach HaKodesh. He's not Elio Hanavi. So it says, the Rambam says it's a mitzvah. Look at the Rambam. If somebody abuses you or hurts you, it's a mitzvah for you to tell him, why did you do so-and-so to me? And why did you hurt me? That's what it means. Hocheach tochiach et amitecha. It's very interesting. We think that hocheach tochiach et amitecha, to reprimand and provide reproof. Keep tochacha is a mitzvah. If the guy is like not keeping Shabbos or eating a cheeseburger. But the Rambam extends it to, this guy did a sin by hurting you. And it's forbidden to say nasty words and make another Jew feel, bad through words. So you need to give the guy tochacha and tell him what you told me was hurtful. And now, if the guy has any brains in his head and is a decent person, he'll ask you for forgiveness, and everything will be patched up. And it won't grow into this big cocaine tree or marijuana tree where everybody hates each other for the rest of their life, and it's going to cause Mashiach to get delayed. So it says, and if the Rambam ends out the halacha, if the guy asks you for forgiveness, you shouldn't be akhsari. How do you translate akhsari? Cruel. You shouldn't be cruel. You should forgive him, right? You know why? Because when you forgive people and make peace with people, the greater beneficiary is you yourself. You don't harbor that spiritual cancer of hatred and animosity in your heart. And we learned this from Abraham, that Abraham, even though Sodom was the antithesis, Abraham was the person of kindness, and the Sodomites were the most cruel people, still Abraham went and prayed for them. So again, you should go against your nature, and when the person wants to make amends and ask forgiveness for abusing you and hurting you, you should forgive him. And these are the things that's going to help bring Mashiach very soon. Amen.